Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys a quick and easy steak dinner recipe. This is our go-to for a date night in dinner. It's so delicious and feels so fancy, yet it is super quick and easy to throw together, so you can put the kids down and still whip this up and enjoy a nice meal together at home. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. So the dinner is going to be a seared steak as well as a baguette with balsamic and olive oil and a Caesar salad. But the first thing I like to do is just light some candles and get a nice relaxing mood going before I start cooking. So probably the most important step of cooking a steak this way is to take the steaks out of the fridge at least 20 minutes before we start cooking. You need them to come to room temperature, otherwise the outside would burn before we could ever cook the middles through. And so these are about 1.5-inch strip loin steaks. You can use whichever steaks you like, but I'm just telling you that so you know for cooking times. And while my steaks are resting, I'm going to quickly whip together a Caesar salad dressing. So I've added a tablespoon of mayo as well as some lemon juice to taste. I'm using about a teaspoon. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of olive oil as well as 1/8 of a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then I'm also pressing in 1 small or half of a large garlic clove, as well as some salt and pepper, and then I just give it a good shake. So this is such an easy side to throw together, and it's one of our favorites. So we just slice up a fresh baguette, and then I toast it up with some olive oil, and I serve it with some balsamic and olive oil to dip. And it's such a fancy seeming little side, but it's so easy to throw together. So on this plate, I just have a couple tablespoons of olive oil, and then all you have to do is drizzle the balsamic vinegar into the olive oil, and you just want to make sure you keep it on the inside of the olive oil, if that makes sense. It doesn't matter if it goes on the outside, but it just makes it not look as pretty. So our steaks had come to room temperature, and all I'm doing is blotting them with a dry paper towel just to get off any moisture. And then I'm going to season these up with a lot of salt and pepper. You want it to have a really nice crust of the seasoning on it because we aren't putting any other spices on these. And then all I do is I flip it over to the other side and do the exact same thing. So just blot it dry with a paper towel and then season it with salt and pepper. So then I just press in any of the extra seasoning that was on the plate, and then I'm going to be cooking this in a cast iron skillet. However, any type of pan would work. If you are using a non-stick pan or something like that that can't go into the oven, you'll just have to transfer it to a baking sheet after it's done in order to put it into the oven. But I'm bringing this up to a really high heat, so you want it either at medium high to high depending on your stove. And we bring it up to temperature for about 4 minutes before adding any oil. So I'm using avocado oil, however olive oil will work. It's just best to use an oil that has a higher smoking temperature, such as avocado or grapeseed oil. But like I said, olive oil would be fine. And then once this is screaming hot, we add in our steaks. And the trick is you don't want to be touching these and playing around with them. You want them to just sit on the pan and develop a really nice crust. And so we let these cook on the first side for 4 minutes. If you are concerned about them burning, you can take a little peek at them before the 4 minutes is up, but we always find 4 minutes is perfect. And so look at how nice that crust is on the first side. And so our trick for medium cooked steaks is 4 minutes first side, 4 minutes second side, and then 4 minutes into the oven. So once they had cooked for 4 minutes on the second side, I put them into a 400-degree oven for another 4 minutes. And I'm also putting in my baguette slices that I sprayed with some olive oil. And so while the steaks and baguette are finishing up in the oven, I'm just going to throw together the Caesar salad. So I have some chopped romaine lettuce, and I'm just going to drizzle over that salad dressing that we made earlier. And I'm not going to lie, sometimes we just buy one of the pre-done bagged Caesar salads, and that works as well. I just wanted to show you guys how easy it is to throw together a fresh Caesar salad if that's what you wanted to do. And so I just mix up the dressing, and then I'm also going to finish this with some shaved Parmesan cheese. So once the 4 minutes was up, I took everything out of the oven. If you'd like your baguette to be a bit more toasted, you can just leave it in there a little bit longer, but we liked the baguette to be nice and soft so that it soaks up lots of that balsamic and olive oil. And then for the steaks, you need them to rest for at least 10 minutes, and you want to move them to a plate. Don't leave them in the cast iron pan, otherwise they will continue to cook. And so I'm just going to show you guys here that the cook on these is medium. And obviously, if your steaks are thinner, they don't need near as much time in the oven, or if they're bigger, you might want to put them longer, but you can just cook these however you like. And then we get to sit down and enjoy this amazing steak dinner together. And this is real life. Our daughter's toys are all in the back. But it's so nice sometimes to just stay at home rather than going out, and to have a delicious steak dinner that's better than any restaurant is amazing. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye.